A very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you here to the Arima North Secondary School, where they're in action right now as we speak, as you can see in the blue outfit, and their goalkeeper just having to come up with a brilliant save here just to deny them there. But they get a chance at the other end. This is their captain putting on the burners there. The ball stops in the water, and Aidan Portillo having to do the business there for Holy Cross. So it's Holy Cross in the black and white against Arima North in the blue and white. And here they come again, another opportunity for them. Durity trying his bit there, the captain for Arima North, just trying to keep his team in the hunt. This is Thomas with the hook back, but it's a little bit off target. It's a little bit away from everyone. And immediately they're able to get the ball across. It comes around, but it's blocked initially. And now this is Holy Cross trying to get themselves out of trouble here. And they lose the handle on it. Just going down there was Malchan. And another opportunity here for the ball to come forward. Votor was the man running it down, the big fella. And not able to keep it in play, though, was Holy Cross. So let me say good evening, good afternoon to Sid Gray, former national player, and he's watching at two of his colleagues in action opposing each other.
Good afternoon, Ruskin, and I think this should be a battle.
And here the ball trying to break quickly with it, and just fanning, trying to maybe buy a little time and space there, Joseph. Josiah Joseph still going. He's a strong man, as you can see, still running. Can he get the cross? And that's not a bad effort at all, but goalkeeper Diaz was there. He's not out of the woods as yet. Here's another little stab at goal, and Holy Cross, and that might be offside. Once he touches the ball, he looked to be a little bit offside, a little bit ahead of the back line.
Yes,
but you were saying, Sid, it was just a question of two of your colleagues, of two former national players as well, coaching on opposing teams there.
Yes, they have known, both players have known each other for a while. And I think it will be a very interesting battle there, because I think the both of them might have similar style of trying to be playing the football out from the back as well.
And of course, the two men we're speaking about for Arima North is Lyndon Chubby Andrews, former national midfielder. And of course, also on the opposite side is Peter Sugars Lewis. And
former defender.
Yeah, and of course, a real tough defender as well. But here's Durity again, trying to get himself started, but he's running into problems there quickly and trying to get out of it. But not able to do so quite readily.
Yeah.
Throw taken quickly, and neither team has really settled yet. You could see them still trying to feel each other out, although Arima has made some serious progress going towards goal. They just haven't been able to
find
finish
the back
them
of the
off.
net.
Yeah.
And this could be very dangerous in the wet weather.
Yep, it
these
is,
shoe balls, if you do not control these shoe balls, you can end up in a lot of trouble. And you have to be careful of how you defend these balls on this wet surface, because the ball could stick as well, Ruskin, on this kind of surface.
Diaz again sends the ball downfield and doing very well there and getting the ball across, just not able to get the handle on. The goalkeeper seems a little bit nonplussed, because Mark Thomas was trying to free up Votor, the big fella, and he almost got to the end of that one. Nevertheless, Arima North at home, they're looking to establish themselves as early as possible.
And I think that is a wise thing. You are home, you should have the crowd behind you. Although these two teams are from Arima, I have to say neighbors, Ruskin.
Yeah, they will. This is a derby. This is a derby. It doesn't matter where you are and where you're playing. Now they come again. This could be an opportunity for Joseph, and the shot is blocked, but he still has help with it as they try to keep it coming. And this time it's played away, and quickly They're trying to get it into Voto. He again is being harassed there. Valentine is with him, and Valentine is doing well, turning nicely. But Voto is such a strong man. He's a load. And when he leans on you, chances are you're going to move. And this time he's able to win a throw-in.
And we have to see. I would like to see a game like on Friday, Ruskin, between Curacy against
But that was a 5-all Tranquility.
Tranquility. I would like to see some kind of not
Plenty
blow
goals.
for blow. I have to see goals here, Ruskin. I want to see a heavyweight fight here.
Yeah.
Because that was a derby as well, a Port of Spain derby, and this is an Arima Derby. So I am looking forward for some blues to blues here.
Yep, man. And the thing about it is that because a lot of the kids go to school, who are going to school here are from the Arima area. They're either in the same church, they probably play with the same pan side, they probably play with the,
club,
they do a lot of stuff together. Or they went to the same primary
area.
school or something to that effect, Here is Durity again and company. They're on the move again, looking to get something going there. Thomas plays it back. A shot going at goal, but again, straight at the goalkeeper. And Portillo not too bothered with that. For a small fella, he has a decent kick out, and it's inside the Arima North's half of the field. And just about 7 minutes gone so far. And Arima still trying to get something going. Seals down that right-hand side. But he gets it back now. They have possession. Can they build something quickly? That's a little bit of an errant pass there. And they win it back. This is, again, good control in the middle of the park. Burnett Mattis turning sweetly. But I think they have to also understand the vagaries of a field like this.
Yes.
And where to pass the ball and where the ball will roll and where it will stop or likely to stop.
But Ruskin, what is so interesting about this, Lyndon Chubby Andrews was a past student of Holy Cross. And he's now coaching Arima North.
Yep.
So he's up against his old school.
Yep, and the thing is, you see that a lot because you have men from QRC coaching at St. Mary's and what have you. They look at them funny. Like for example, Kenwin Jones, who is now coaching QRC, is from St. Anthony's.
Yes.
So St. Anthony's are struggling. QRC might be doing a little bit better. So obviously people are looking at him as to when are you coming home, that kind of stuff. But this is really just the as I say, par for the course in the coaching business. You never always know where you're going to end up. Yep. Anthony Wells again trying to get behind the defense quickly. But he and Joseph, the number 19 for Holy Cross. And when I think of Holy Cross, and you're thinking of Arima and Arima Derby, think of somebody like a Phil Simmons, who went to Holy Cross College. Even in the media, Astil Wren is a Holy Cross College product. And of course, back in the day when...
Kelvin
yep.
Jack, as well as Holy Cross, former national goalkeeper.
Yep.
Yes.
And there are others. Before the likes of Larry Gomes and others, I think, came into town, the Holy Cross was kind of like where they kind of got their grounding. Here's another Durity just trying to stab this one forward, and but it's a little bit tight, and it's cleared away neatly in the end by Valentine. A chance here now for Jones to get the ball in. He does, and Thomas with the cross, but it never got to its intended target.
Ruskin, this will be a very difficult game with a lot of players, I believe, do not have the right footwear here. So you'll see a lot of slipping and falling.
Durity trying to knife his way in, but then he loses the handle on it. Otway
strong tackle.
Eventually that's a bad tackle. He was jumping at the man from behind, Durity. And luckily he doesn't get a card. The referee for this encounter is Joel Davidson. And he's been assisted by Stefan Jones. And here is the kick upfield. But once again, Arima North rolling quickly. This could be problems because look at the speed. He's just blowing past people here. And now does he get the return ball? Votor goes for the return. It's just a little bit overweighted. But you could see the intention here with Durity, Votor, and of course Mark Thomas trying to link up here.
They seems to have great understanding in Ruskin. And that's when you see your midfielder and your top striker has those kind of understanding. It's very nice.
Valentine again with the interception. He's doing well at the back for Holy Cross. But they're now trying to build it. That's part of their problem there. Now, Holy Cross was right in the mix, until the situation happened when they lost. They were unbeaten when these two teams played early in the season the first time. And Arima North prevailed by 2-1. And after that defeat, their whole season took a nosedive after that. They started to lose other games. And they also, when you consider what has happened now with Manzanilla, hence the reason why you're seeing the game being played today. Some of the spectators just looking on and with keen interest. Will the shot come? Voto can't get the handle on it, but it may run over on the far side. It's played out there, but it's way too strong for Seals. He never really had a chance. Or does it stay in? Well, it looked like it might have stayed in there. Or it's gone for a corner kick. Well, yes, it's gone for a corner kick. So it's going to be Arima's ball all the same. But I was saying that they were right there in the mix. In fact, when they played about the third or the fourth game of the season, they were both unbeaten. Perfect 3-0. And then the bottom fell out. After that defeat, they just kind of lost their way. To the point now, it's only the situation with Manzanilla that has Holy Cross staying up in this division. Here's a nice ball inside, and the goalkeeper mishandles it. Well, the cross ball came, and really, he should have done a lot better with that cross ball. But certainly, it was a well-taken corner kick, and the goalkeeper made a meal of it, to say the least, because the ball was right there for the taking. He was under no real pressure. And Ricardo Jones is the man who does the business in the 13th minute to give Arima the lead.
Yes, Ruskin, he could have just cuddled that into his arms. He tried punching it and missed everything. I think he has made a huge mistake.
And there's Jones, the man who scored that goal. He's on the move again, playing the ball forward. This could be interesting. The goalkeeper again seems a little reluctant to come off his line. And goalkeeper Portillo, Aidan Portillo, he's not a big fella. In fact, he's fairly short for a goalkeeper. And we have seen some big goalkeepers for Trinidad and Tobago. Remember Larry Luby? Larry Luby, yes. Larry was a big guy. But he was also a very agile guy for a goalkeeper. He had good flexibility. There's another opportunity and a shot. This time the goalkeeper saves it on the second attempt. And that is good thinking here, because that whole goal area is very slippery. And if the goalkeeper, as you say, doesn't have on the right footwear or slips in the process of trying to make a save, it could be dangerous every time.
And if you hit the ball in the right spot, the ball can slid, or sometimes it sticks. Yeah, so it is a very tricky situation.
Here's Votor getting the ball over. They have possession still, and Noriega, though, keeping possession. Lovely ball, trying to get it across to Durity, but it's intercepted, and now it's a foot race at the back, but Ramdial Singh is back there doing well, and as cool as a cucumber, and the ball stays in. So Holy Cross now on the move. Can they get something going? And once again, Ramdial Singh is able to pluck it out of the air, and danger averted. But the referee said the ball had gone out initially, or was it a free kick? It is a throw-in.
It's a throw-in.
Yes. And you see some of the spectators, I'm sure some of the parents looking on at their sons at play. Always a big occasion when your parents could come to see you play.
Yes, Ruskin, that's give you motivation.
So they come again, and this is a ball played in. The goalkeeper, again, has to be so careful because even that ball, as simple as it is, you saw the ball take a hop just as it hit the surface right in the area in front of him.
Yes, and he has to be careful when sometimes, as I said before, Ruskin, it is the danger of sliding. You know, it wouldn't give you a bad bounce or deviation, but it's the sharp shooting across to you can cause a problem to you.
The ball again is given away. They have possession once more. Holy Cross just trying to organize themselves. Lovely ball played upfield, but again the defense is well positioned. Here is a nice little pass, ball played forward quickly. They're on the move again with Thomas. He's going forward and still having the goal scorer Jones is there, still trying to keep it in.
I think that one is offside.
He might have just gone into an offside position, Jones. But he has made an impact in this game already with that opening goal.
With his coming on this left hand side here, the space is giving Holy Cross some trouble here, Ruskin.
And they have to be very careful about it as well. It's really a situation where they cannot allow Holy Cross, or rather allow Arima North to just dictate the pace against them. They have to show some kind of enterprise of their own. Now I've seen Josiah Joseph down that left-hand side showing good intent because he likes to run at defenders, and on a surface like this, that is money, as they say. And when you consider somebody like a Chubby who made his living with that
at running at
defenders. So I'm sure the guys from Holy Cross would probably learn a thing or two from him. And even when Peter Sugars, Peter would always be, he's played with some of the better players, and he have a good understanding of
how to defend them.
Yep. And even how to attack it too.
Exactly.
Twisting there was Burnett, Mattis. Picking it up now. This is the man who could cause them some real strife here now, Wells. And two men crowd him out, including Jones. And they may get it back, though. Durity does well, goes for the return ball. Thomas feeds it in the middle of the park. And then Ramdial Singh tries to get it upfield. And nothing doing there. They still have to battle with it. Cruikshank. Voto coming back deep. But the ball is won back in midfield by Malchan. Now for Holy Cross, and this is where the problem is. The ball is breaking down right there in the middle of the park, and they just haven't been able to really put it all together just yet.
Passes where it is most needed.
Yes, exactly. Ball played in, yep.
In the danger area. They just need to have a little care on these balls around when they are in the attacking third.
And the thing is, they just need to build the ball sometimes, don't always hit it, because look at how sturdy the defenders are at the back there. They look very relaxed, they look very comfortable, and they look very physical as well. So you don't want to always put your attackers in harm's way. And so you just kind of give them a breather, and the best way to do that is to roll the ball in, at their feet. Let them play with the ball a little bit, instead of always having to run it down and try to get a cross in, or maybe get a shot off or something to that effect. So it's always a situation where you have to...
Great pass here, Ruskin.
Yep, a chance here. Voto is falling over, and he goes on in a tumble. Valentine, though, and never touched him, really, and was able to come away with it again. Malchan, as they build it up on that left-hand side now. That's careless, because they put it right in traffic there, and guess what? It's coming the other way. This could be a problem here. Here's a tackle from behind. Thomas goes sprawling over, and it's a little bit of a late tackle by Brown. Jaheed Brown, the man just outside the area.
Ruskin, his pace is causing a lot of trouble for this Holy Cross defense.
Yep, because Jaheim was stretching there, trying to get to the ball, and was always in trouble once that ball was played. And the thing about it, a runner on a surface like this, the ball kind of sticks on the foot because it doesn't go very far. Even if you push it, it kind of sticks in the mud. So he could get many touches in over a short space.
He has to be careful.
So here the Durity. Now Durity is right-footed, but we saw Jones left-footed. So Jones backs off. It was his corner that went in for the opening goal. Here is Durity chipping it towards the goal. The goalkeeper saves it. Portillo did well. He couldn't hold on to it, but he certainly got it out of hands. Here's Durity again, trying back post this time. And once again, the little fella did well.
Just a little more power rusking onto that shot, and I think it's going to have been 2-0.
This is the counter-attack that they were hoping for, but it never materialized because the ball took too long to get forward. When you do a counter-attack, it has to be quick
and sharp.
It has to be sharp, and it has to be almost precise. You don't want to play it where the man is standing. Play it where you want him to go. Lead him into that position. And I thought once he got the ball over on the far side there, Joseph, he wanted to hold it. And I think this is the son of Boxo Potts, boxing promoter. And yes, so he wanted to hold the ball and almost try to play it to his feet. But on a wet ground like this, you can't stop. Here is Voto again, trying to get behind the defense there.
You just need to put the ball to the space in this wet weather.
Let him run onto it. You can play it to feet when you have the time, but in the main, you just want to lead him into where he wants to go. Voto plays this one across, and once again, Valentine is there with a big clearance. Now, problems for them because Stout has it, and he just seems a little bit off color at the moment, Stout. He's not quite sure what he wants to do when he has possession. Jones again doing well. Cuts inside. There's Durity aiming for that back post, and it just skids off the surface, and Devin Seals unable to get the handle on it. So some of the spectators watching on, no doubt students at the school here. We are in the compound of the Arima North Secondary, a school that has had great tradition over the years. It wasn't always Arima North. And before, back in the day, we used to call them comprehensive schools.
Arima Comprehensive, yes.
And they've had tremendous success in secondary schools football with a number of outstanding players, many of whom have gone on to represent Trinidad and Tobago. Here they come again. And here's a shot from Durity with the left foot this time. And the goalkeeper trying to keep it in, but the ball is already off. I don't think it's his fault. It's actually... I don't think he took that ball over the line. The ball was already over the line. And but again, because he was there in the melee, he suffers as a result. But I don't think the ball was on the field of play when he actually touched it. Look at it here. The ball was already off the field.
Off the field, yes, Ruskin.
So it's a little bit unfortunate. If he concedes here, he'll be upset. Here's the ball played in. That's not a bad effort. And the header there from the big fella again. Voto not able to get it on target. He's such a load because he just has to lean on you. It's like Charles Barkley in basketball.
Yes.
Once he leans on you, you're in trouble.
Strong guy.
Yep. And again, they lose the ball in midfield. This is where they're having their problems right in the middle of the park. Durity again goes for the return ball. Seals trying to get it to him. And you could see Durity trying to return the favor. And loses out. Valentine way out of his stopper position though, and being careless with the ball. So Joseph quickly, nice little ball inside. He's trying to tee up his running partner Wells, but not able to do that.
Asking Arima North is trying to keep this ball played, the short passes, but I think the conditions will be very difficult to be doing that whole game.
And the thing that they probably need to do as well is, if you're playing the ball, play the ball to the corner flags, to the extremities of the field.
Yes,
Because you could always run it down and get to it. Because, as you said, the water would hold it up for you.
yes.
You know.
And with the style of play that they are trying to do, I think most of their play like that should be more on the wing, not in the middle where the field is.
It's heavy.
It's
the
heavy.
heaviest. Yeah. You know. But here is where Holy Cross are running into problems. They keep losing the ball in the middle of the park, and every time it breaks down, it's like a big sprint back to try to recover. You know, and so they have to be mindful of that and be more. They need to be more clinical in the middle of the park.
Yes, Holy Cross need to be more compact in the middle to stop these short passes, but quick on the flanks to break.
And that is a foul throw. That's a foul throw from a mile away, and he just put the ball. He didn't throw the ball, and as a result, they turned the ball over. Now these are the types of errors that give coaches
Headaches.
and grey hairs.
Or ball hair.
Or both. You know, here's another opportunity here now. When will the shot come? But again, it's a little bit short, and that's just what they're looking for. But again, it's too straight, and easily handled by Diaz, who quickly tries to get the counter-attack going the other way.
With his
Diaz.
dark goggles on?
Yeah, he has on his glasses. He's bespectacled. He's like Clive Lloyd in goal.
I think he's using that for the sun.
Probably, yep. Photo. Running. Get the return ball doesn't come. That ball had to be played first time for him. And they now have possession. Here's Durity. He again is trying a shot. And look at the water. He just stops it in front of the goalkeeper. And
he'll be having a nightmare there.
Yep. Portillo does well. For a small man, he has a pretty decent kick. He's meeting half line regularly. Control, no, the pass is a little too tight here now. And they're trying to bring it out quickly. John. That is careless defending there. You don't want to do that and lose the ball because you're the last stopper. You know, you're not supposed to be dribbling there.
Ruskin, and this could be dangerous here.
Mark Thomas is on the move. He's on goal and he slips it between the goalkeeper and the goal, the frame of the goal. But I think it went out and came back in.
Is that goal kick?
So it should be a goal kick. Yes, it is. But you could see him. He almost slipped the goalkeeper at the near post. But he went, like he tried to hit it top shelf, and he just cooped it over. Throw taken quickly again. Here comes Arima battling Holy Cross here, and Valentine doing well. He's such a sturdy defender, and no real frills about him. He likes to get on with things. And Joseph still running. But he runs into problems.
Maybe a throw-in for Arima not.
Yep, and he has to be careful. You don't always have to run with the ball. He could pass it, give it up, and then go into the advanced position for it. But he's trying to run from deep.
You cannot do everything for yourself, Ruskin. That's why it's a team game.
From his own half of the field. And he's asking for trouble when he does that. It's too slow because look at how Voto is able to track that ball down. He came almost from the right wing position, and is playing with the ball over on the left wing in the left hand side of the defense of his team. So he's following the play, but he's staying with the play, and that is creating some problems now. And immediately we see Holy Cross trying to make a change. So it looks like Alexander Julian is getting ready to come on. That's another foul throw.
Sure.
And we've seen this all season long. And it's just that I don't understand why players who watch so much television, there's YouTube, they see all these different things going on in a football game. And come now, here's a lovely ball photo. Where's the shot? Hits it, and it's bobbled by the goalkeeper, but again, he was on all fours, but he got his body behind it, which is a smart thing to do,
And that's
and kept it in front of him.
him.
But here they come again. They're not out of the woods just yet. Seals this time. And but that's a
Strong
good
tackle.
recovery tackle there from Yeldi.
That would be
A goal kick.
Goal
Yeldi did well. He got back there. He's given away a few pounds to the opponents, but he did very well on that occasion. Jaron Yeldi, the little number 16, playing at that left back position. So 31 minutes gone. And of course, this game will determine all that Arima North needs in this game, Sid, is a draw. They just need a point. Because El Dorado East, there's a handle ball.
And that would be a yellow
yes,
card.
he gets a yellow card for it, which is foolish. But he was
Yes.
trying to con the referee. And Joel Davidson was not having none of it. But I was saying, they just need a point, right, in this situation, out of this game. And there's the yellow card. And because El Dorado East, they're tied in points, there's a goal differential of 2 in Arima's favor.
Okay.
So even if they lose, they mustn't lose by more than 2.
Okay.
All right? But the thing is, if they draw, they're still a point ahead of El Dorado. So they will contest the Big Five from the east zone of the championship division. And all of this came about because of the demotion or the
Manzanella.
Yeah, the situation with Manzanella. For playing an ineligible player, they have been ruled out of the competition for the remainder of this year. And so they more than likely will be the team that's out in terms of relegation, out of the championship division. But here's the other scenario. The Green Machine is coming back to Championship Division next year. St. Augustine.
Well,
because remember they got demoted from Premier Division. So they'll be playing Championship next year. So that is something that I'm sure these teams are looking forward to. Arima would hope to avoid that and go up right away. Nice take again. But they just keep giving the ball away. There's another shot coming. And not too far off from Jurity. You could see he's more than happy to try from distance, the captain for Arima North.
And it is a wise thing he is doing. Smart thing. Try to shoot from distance. Because you already see the goalkeeper had made one mistake already.
But I'm trying to figure out what went on there. It seems as if he was trying to hold the ball when the goalkeeper played it to him. And the defender just seemed to want to touch the ball with his hands. It looked. I thought he probably felt that he was going to spot the ball by him. He almost played the ball with his hand when the ball was played out. If you look at it again, watch. He almost picked up the ball. So I'm not sure what he was thinking, but that would have been so comical had he just touched that with his hand. Here is your goal scorer.
I think he was not thinking at this time.
And Jurity still trying to keep it down there, but they lose possession. But again, it's just those little things that you just put pressure on yourselves, because why would he even want to handle the ball? Even if it's not a good pass. And I think that is what it was, The pass wasn't directly at him. So he just wanted to stop the play, in other words. Stop the play. Go and tackle the ball, but don't pick up the ball. And he almost did it. It would have been almost suicidal for them. Now they're trying to play the ball, but they're playing it in the middle of the field where it's hard to turn.
Simple
it's
passes
difficult to turn. And even Arima North have their problems, their duty again, but he loses the handle on it. And now they're coming out, trying to dribble out of danger. This is where the problem is. He taking on one, taking on another, and they crowd him out a little bit there. But that is hard work, Sid. Because when you try to run with the ball like that, on a heavy ground like that.
In this condition, it will take a toll on him.
Yep, by the second half, he's a spent force.
He might not make it to the second half.
Anthony Wells. You can see he can dribble, but I think what Sugars wants him to do is do that dribbling
Up there.
up in the
his
area,
half.
like inside there.
Yes. Up in the attacking third, as we see.
Yep, get it up into the attacking third and
Around the box, where you can be
do all your
dangerous and
madness
create
up there.
fouls. Yeah.
Even if you lose the ball, your coach wouldn't mind.
Because you are in a position that you can win it back right away there.
And here is his partner in crime. He too wants to dribble the ball, but he wants to dribble the ball from his own half of the field. Here is where you pass the ball as much as possible, and you move the ball quickly.
As fast as possible. Smart.
So there's a chance for Holy Cross now.
I think they'll try to put this one into the box, see if they can cause some havoc.
This ball is played away, and it's picked up right in the middle there, but they're still, it's almost like they're not sure what they want to do with the ball when they get it there. Wells is trying to get out there on top of it, and was Otway. But again, the bespectacled Isaiah Diaz is out there, gets it up quickly to Thomas, the man who got the yellow card earlier, and Thomas just blows past his man. And once again, the footing, the ball, the conditions doing him in there, and he's trying to dribble the ball with a narrow surface like this. When the ball is wet like that, you use the inside of your foot to drag it to the widest possible surface that you have. But he's playing like if he's on the dry, and the ball will make contact the normal way. But I think these players will learn that. And under these conditions, you want the widest surface possible for control, like you just saw there. Here's a ball played inside. The shot, no shot coming. Good control initially, and then confusion. Because both players getting in each other's way there.
I think they need to be communicating much better, Ruskin. It seems like they are not friends. They are not teammates. Everyone wants the ball. It's their ball.
I don't know. They live in Arima, but it doesn't mean one playing for Arima North and one playing for Holy Cross. They're both playing for Holy Cross. Here they come again. The ball is picked up nicely in midfield. Burnett Mattis. But they're using the dribble as the outlet, which is good sometimes, but not all the time. There's a shot coming. Brilliant effort. Just wide of the mark. And it's going to be a goal kick to Holy Cross. But Arima North really coming close here. Good effort indeed.
That's a great effort.
And again, it's a shot at the end.
Look at this run here. Across the defenders.
And before the other defender can close him down.
That's a great shot.
And
all he needs to just get it on target.
That is an Aubameyang move. He made his millions with that move. Thierry Henry as well, cutting from the outside.
The great strikers.
Before the second defender could close you down, the shot is on its way. Here they come again. They have good numbers here now. Can they do something with it? And the pass is just not hitting the targets at all. And it breaks down right there, just around half line. And they have a hard time recovering. Ball taken away, and that's good skill shown there to win it back by Yeldi. But again, Arima North very, very athletic at the back, and every time you think you have a break on, somebody's there to put in a tackle or to at least run with you for the time. So 39.5 minutes gone so far. One goal separating these two teams, and it really was a mistake on the part of the goalkeeper.
Strong tackle, yeah.
Gave Arima North early, and there's Lasana Lightbird, the manager of the Arima North team. Here's a chance here now, trying to get inside of his man. In fact, he was on the inside of the defender, but unfortunately, Brown did enough to throw him off, and I think it's going to be a goal kick. I'm not sure. Is it a corner kick?
Corner.
Well, but Brown was on the outside of Thomas on that occasion. And I don't know how Thomas wasn't able to
capitalize on
it. And there's the think tank.
As a defender, you're supposed to be on the
ball at the back post, and that's a goal.
Goal number 2.
Coming in at the back post there, and just burying the header, and that makes it 2-0 now. A ball floated in at the back post, and arriving late there was Noriega, and he makes it 2-0 in the 41st minute of play. You see nobody marking him, and he was just there to bury it on that occasion. So Noriega, Malachi Noriega, in the 41st minute, makes it 2-0 now to Arima North Secondary.
That was a poor piece of defending there, and I know Coach Sugars will be upset with that.
Yeah, because he wouldn't make a mistake like that. He would insist that we mark up everybody at all times. Here they come again, Jones, trying to slip it inside. Here they go again. Jones is on his way. This could be problems. On his left foot, he cracks it. Saved by the goalkeeper. He probably didn't hit it as well as he wanted to. But he still got it on target, so you can live with that. At least the goalkeeper had to save.
Arima North is controlling this game. They are controlling the midfield, getting the ball up in front early.
And this is it's too much of everybody's trying to turn and twist with the ball, and then you're giving it away after that. So it puts pressure on everybody because your teammates not sure when you're going to release the ball. That's the other scenario that they're facing. Whereas with Arima, they try to get the ball to the free man, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And that way, if the ball keeps moving,
much better. They're finding the spaces.
This is the fourth pass now. He runs into some problems here, but he still has possession, and they still bring it on. Jones again, back in the middle, goes to Durity. He is on his move now, trying to get it up there to Thomas. Thomas turning, twisting, back to Jones. Jones decides he's going to put in the cross, and Foto. Look at how quickly he just brushes off one challenge. It's almost like you need 3 men to bring him down. He's so big.
And he's using his size wisely.
Another throw. Here's a ball now. It stays there, it stays in play. And he was trying to dummy it, hoping that there would have been a blue shirt behind him. Instead, it was only black shirts. But look who has it again, right on the half line. This has been their sort of pick-up point because everything they get right there. As Holy Cross just keeps giving the ball back to them right around that area. The goalkeeper will come and claim this one. So we're getting close to the halftime. I'm sure Sugars would like to have a word with his troops, but he don't want to leak another goal before that. I think he was offside. I think Foto was in an offside position.
Yes, I think he will want to have a serious word with his charges.
With his young midfielders charges. Too. You need to get the midfielders sorted
together, organize, have some cohesion there.
Now you look at the size of the players too. They're a little bit on the light side. And that is all the more reasons why they should try to pass the ball and then try to get it back higher up the field where it's better to play.
This ground is really heavy.
It is heavy. And here's another one played into space. Look at who's going after it now. They're trying to get Seals down that right-hand side. And Seals kicked the ball in the bushes. So
even me, as playing football in a senior level, I would not want to play on this heavy ground.
It is tough. I mean, I've played on grounds like this. I remember Skinner Park. Oh, my word. There are days you go to Skinner Park and wonder, are we really going to play here? And even the national team played games at Skinner Park where it was worse than this.
Talk about Skinner Park, you talk about Shaw Park.
Yep. When you stand up, the whole boot is covered in mud.
And the old national stadium before it was resurfaced. Yep. When it is raining, this used to be this kind of ground at the Queen's Park Oval sometimes.
Yeah. The thing with the Queen's Park Oval, the pitch in the middle,
yes,
that used to be the problem because it's a turf. So when you dig it up with your football boots and rain falls on it and you dig it, it becomes a quagmire inside. You can't even turn. There's a ball played forward, and again, the defenders are there first for Arima North, and they will take it. That's the end of the first half. The referee Davidson not playing much at it on time, and I'm sure Chubby will be happy with that. Sugars, on the other hand, might be a little worried and hoping to change things come the second half of this one. But quickly, Sid, your impressions of the first half. First of all, what's your impressions of Arima North?
Arima North is trying to play the football, which it is nice to see that they are trying to play. You can see that they have a pattern of way they want to play by keeping passing the small intricate passes, which is known by Chubby that he loves to do. And excuse me, and they are winning, try to win back the ball immediately as they lose the ball. So when you have a lot of players around the ball and you lose it, you can actually win it back right there. But for Holy Cross, when they win the ball out from Arima, they need to try to spring quick counter attacks because there are so many Arima North players around the ball. You can try to spring the attacks on the flanks very fast to beat them.
Well, it certainly is, and it's good strategy. I'm sure Sugars will touch on that for them. The problem he faces, though, is who in his midfield is prepared to make those passes, because everybody wants to run out of midfield with the ball as opposed to spraying the passes. When you spray passes, you do two things. You keep the ball moving and you save energy. When you run with the ball, you use up energy. And that's energy that you might need
later on in the game
or for defensive responsibilities. But that's the situation at the half in this one. And at the half, it is Arima North 2, Holy Cross College 0. Welcome back to the Arima North Secondary School's ground here up in the hills in Arima. You can see the lovely greenery in the background and some lovely houses as well, situated in the foothills. But down in the middle, as you can see, we're getting ready for the second half of this encounter. I'm Ruskin Mark working along with Sid Gray. And Sydney said, we were talking before, and so what are you hoping to see now in the second half of this game?
Well, I'm hoping to see Holy Cross try to spring some attacks, quick counter attacks on Arima North, play more solid defense, try to control the midfield, and I would like to see Arima continue some of the beauty of the small intricate pass they are having and the joy that they are having in midfield.
Well, we certainly look forward to that, but here they go again, Arima with possession quickly now, and try to maneuver. Here's Noriega, the goal scorer, who scored that second goal. And here's a chance, a shot at goal just wide. Again, they're not afraid to shoot, which is a good sign for these youngsters. And I'm sure Chubby must be telling them, don't stop. Just keep doing what you're doing by way of testing the goalkeeper. He's not the biggest man, and you have a chance. Every time you have a shot at goal, you have a chance.
Yes, Ruskin, and that was a great play there by Arima North. Out wide, cut into your right foot and try to curl it to the last post. And that was a smart move, but Jesse just needs to get the curl on.
Thomas gets it back. They have it in possession now as they try their best to keep things going, trying hard to get in. There's Jones and company, or rather Cruikshank, trying to get involved. And there we see Ramdial Singh, who has had a good game at the back. I think just the one time he tried to dribble out of the back. It's not the preferred option as a last stopper.
In this condition,
yep.
You have to play smart. If you have time, you play, but if you are under pressure, you need to put it away.
Yep.
Up the field.
And that should be a handle ball. Yes, it is. And quickly. And this is where the movement is a little bit delayed. And everything now is they're trying to force it in the middle of the park. Look at it. They haven't left that area at all. And now they lose possession. But Voto was too strong there. He was using his hands.
And this is a problem there for Holy Cross. They are trying, as you rightfully say, they are trying to come through the middle where Arima North is very strong. You have to do this work on the flank.
And they're also physically bigger than the Holy Cross players. Good work again by Ramdial Singh, just ushering that one away. And the thing is, Arima, all they need to do is continue what they were doing. They don't need to change much of what they were doing in the first half. If anything, just do more of the same and do it a little quicker now. Because with those passes that they're making, if they get them out of the thing and form quick triangles on the flanks, they could probably, work their magic out there as well. Here they come again, and Holy Cross doing well. They're getting the ball into the deep areas, and now let's see what Wells can do. But trying to run with it again and losing out. Arima defenders are sliding back quickly. They're supporting each other. And the ball now sticking in the mud and causing problems. Nobody can able go in here.
This could be trouble here.
This could be problems here because he's so strong. Shakes off one man. Has a crack at goal, but the goalkeeper does well. Portillo, really to his credit, is doing very well indeed. Even though they might target him, they feel they could score on him every time. But he's certainly holding his own.
He's doing quite well for his height and everything, Ruskin. And height, as a goalkeeper, sometimes doesn't say that you are not a good goalkeeper.
True. Well, you remember John Granville? When John Granville stood up in the goal and did that, so he spread his wings, so you stop, you're trying where the ball passing. Because once he spread like that, it's like he covered the whole goal. And he was a big man.
And I have to say, I've played with one of the smallest goalkeeper in Trinidad and Tobago, Michael Makomi.
Yep.
And he was a pretty good goalkeeper for me.
Here's another ball played forward. This is another opportunity. I think they're looking for the shot. It takes a deflection and it goes over. It's going to be, well, I thought they had taken a deflection, But they said, no, it's going to be a goal kick. The Arima players are still kind of nonplussed that they didn't get a corner there.
Yes.
However, they have possession again. Here they come once more, Jones.
That's a strong tackle.
Yeah, because both players had their backs turned. Jones was trying to slide in there, trying to avoid contact as well. But luckily, I'm just glad neither one of them injured, because that could so easily have been worse for both of them.
Yes, and they has to be careful. These are the easiest time to get injured in these kind of weather, these kind of conditions. Where everyone feel like they can.
He goes racing against Sid. He's on the move, thinking about it, still going, has a crack, scores! Brilliant goal indeed. In the 50th minute of play, it's now 3-0. Votor, the man with the rocket, Daniel Votor, and he buries it.
That's great skill there, Ruskin. Ruskin, he takes on one, takes on two, and turn inside, crosses, and has a powerful shot. Keeper has no chance there, Ruskin. That close range, powerful shot was too much for the young goalkeeper there, Ruskin.
Good skill. And what is it we are talking about? That's where you dribble. No coach is going to, be upset with you if you dribble in that area and get off a shot like that. That's textbook, playing under wet conditions, using the conditions to your advantage, because he was turning defenders, and there's where not to dribble, because now you lose the ball, and here you are under pressure once again. Noriega still going. He has a crack, and he was trying to pass it, trying to shoot it. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but it just rolled wide of the upright.
I think he's looked like he wanted to pass it. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do there either. He wanted to pass or shoot.
He has another opportunity. They're under pressure now. He has a crack off the upright. It stays in, and they have another chance at it now. It's going forward, Thomas. He's turning, has a left foot shot, and that was
number 4.
Squirted under the goalkeeper, and it went in. Talk about being unlucky. But in the 52nd minute of play, it is now 4-0 with a shot coming from almost out of nowhere. You just look at it. He picked it up.
Smart play.
Thomas.
Beat one.
Yep. And then he just fired with the left foot.
Just dropped in front of him and slid on Ruskin. Because he wasn't behind the ball. That one slid under him. And that's the problem when you are playing in this condition, Ruskin.
Yep. And but whole evening we were talking about that, getting the shots on target. It wasn't a powerful shot, but it was on target.
Ruskin, this can be more goals here, Ruskin.
Yep. Well, you said you wanted 5 or 10 like you got on Friday, so maybe they heard you. Here's another ball. Thomas sending this one across, and who knows? Look at that shot coming from distance. This time it's off target.
Ruskin, everyone seems to have on their shooting boots today for Arima.
This is the time, these are the conditions where you could actually benefit from your ability to kick the ball properly. And again, what I'm looking at here, the way they're playing, they're representing the coach. You're seeing the coach in all that they're doing. This is a bit of a slip here, trying to get inside there, but not able to come around and get the better of his man. Still, Holy Cross trying hard, but not able to get anything out of it. They're appealing for a corner, and they do get the corner. So the referee agrees with Otway, and they will have a corner.
Ruskin Holy Cross seems to be struggling with their passes, their combination passes. They seems to not sure where they want to do here, Ruskin.
Well, they better be hurrying. Now, here's the one for the goalkeeper, and he bobbles it out of bounds, so that's going to be another corner kick. He came and he took it. I thought he had good elevation. He just didn't hold on to it. And again, this is when, just like the first goal, when he tried to catch the ball as opposed to receiving the ball. And this time the ball is a little bit behind everybody. Shot though from distance, and that one is pushed away. Brilliantly done by the defender. The goalkeeper was there, but the ball was played out by the defender who had stayed at home. And they're still not out of the woods as yet. When will the shot come? And another corner kick. So all of a sudden, Wells and Company rather, they've just kind of sprang to life here for Holy Cross College.
I think they're a bit too late, Ruskin. I think they should have been sprung to life much earlier.
Yep.
Show
well,
some
they
character.
They're probably just upset now, you know. So they're showing their frustration in a positive way.
Yes, Ruskin.
Okay, so this is not a bad ball at all. This could be problems. It's back there. The shot comes, but it's wide of the mark, very wide of the mark. Did it get a deflection or was it straight from there? It looked like it's straight out, so it's going to be a goal kick to Arima North. But a good sequence this from Holy Cross, and they really need much, much more of that.
Holy Cross need way much more. Or if it's they have sprung to life, or I'm saying that Arima North has taken the foot off the pedal because they are up 4-0.
Yeah, which is a dangerous thing to do. And you really just want to keep doing the things that you're accustomed doing and do them quickly. If there's anything, just do it a lot quicker now and simplify the game. Because here's what, chances are you're going to be the representative for the zone in the Big Five. And so those are important games. You don't want to be injured. Here's a handled ball. I thought he had handled it, but the referee says no.
Play on.
And they play on. But the pass is a little bit too tight. And
this is the man that happens for them for the whole game, Ruskin. The simple passes breaks down in midfield too easily. And there are free passes that they have, and they are just giving it away.
Lovely ball. This is great football. Thomas is on the move again, and only this time, once again, coming across Valentine, and takes it away. They still have possession, though. ELD plays a good ball upfield, and the hop almost eluding the defender, but he played it well. And now they're turning and twisting with it. Noriega, or rather Walcott, takes it over. And they're going again, looking for more. They're not afraid to play that ball behind the backs of the defenders, give their front runners opportunities.
And their front runners are willing runners, Ruskin.
Yep, Durity, now another chance. Can he get a shot off? It's blocked. But it's just, look at Voto now. He has possession of it. Turns his man nicely, still going. And unfortunately for him, Yeldi read it and played it over the line. It's going to be another corner kick.
That was a great piece of defending there by Yeldi.
Yep. He held his position. He knew that he was going to try to dribble him. And so he just kind of cut off his path, which is sensible defending. And despite the fact that he's weighing more than you, the only thing he could do then is to go through you to get the ball. Chance here now for Voto to get the cross in. And it's blocked, so they're going to do it all over again. They have another corner. And they're mixing up their corners. So they're pulling out all the stops here now. Some of them they're playing short, some they're going long. And let's see what they do here now. Jones, who already scored with one of his corners. Let's see what he does. He tees it up again. And once more, the goalkeeper is in problems there. And the ball is not out of the woods as yet. An opportunity to kick. Durity thought about it for a moment. Votor tries to curl it inside. It falls at the back post, but the control on this occasion by Seals.
Let him down.
Yep.
He could have a one-time shot. He could have.
He had enough room there to put on makeup, all kind of thing, control the ball, and still get the shot off. But his touch let him down. Now, here they come again. How many times has he attempted that outside of the foot pass, and it hasn't worked on this wet surface?
Ruskin, he need to learn quickly. You're doing it every game, every time, and you're losing because the ball will slid off your foot. You will not use the broad side of your feet in this wet weather.
Another ball played into the area, headed away. Durity, Votor, he's looking for a shot. This time he got under it and applied it. But again, it's shoot on sight. It seems like is the motto for the Arima North secondary.
Seems like they're out to embarrass Holy Cross here, Ruskin.
Well, they're friends, so they just seem like they just don't care what is happening. There's another shot.
Great save
by goalkeeper Portillo. Lovely effort and a brilliant save indeed by Portillo. But His defenders, again, they just seem so nonchalant at the back there. And the first pass out of defense, there's that save. Brilliant indeed by the young man.
I think this young goalkeeper will be mad at his defense here.
Jones again. This time he curls it off the field. Pressure relief there for the Holy Cross outfit. But that's a fine save by Portillo there.
Yes, that was a magnificent save, Ruskin. Keep his side from conceding another one.
When he came out in the second half, his jersey was yellow. Look at the color now. Just now you wouldn't be able to tell. Now here's the problem again. They just don't seem
to learn.
Well, they're not that they're not learning. The passes are not the type of passes you want to play out of the back under these conditions. You're better off putting somebody by the half line and trying to reach them by the half line there. That ball breaks down there. It's a free shot and goal.
And they seems to be losing the ball right there.
Yep.
They are into the trap right through, Ruskin. That Arima North is setting.
Do you remember these days when you had to run down your own ball?
Yeah.
You had to go and look for it. If you kick the ball in the bushes, you have, look at it, they lose it again.
Two passes and they lose the ball, lose it.
Here they come once more, Arima, and they made a couple substitutions as well. So they're looking to really go for the jugular here now. And I think Chubby has decided some of these players probably better off just getting a little bit of a breather because they know they'll have other games coming up.
They has the Big Five.
Yep, which are crucial.
And I think they have the
Intercol. I think they have an Intercol game on Wednesday.
So it'll be smart and wise to rest some of these in this heavy outfield.
Now, what is it? That's a good ball. That's intelligent football. Just skip it past, but he goes past one and then runs into problems as well.
As Ruskin, as I've been saying, this is where they should have their joy on the flanks, but they are not using it wisely, Ruskin. And because of the style and play of the Arima North.
They learn quickly, and in fact they have to learn quickly about how to do that.
What?
Another foul throw. It's just a recurring theme here.
Ruskin, did you see that show?
It wasn't a throw. So, you know, you know what that is? That is when you're sweating and you try to inbound the ball. You just drop it on the court and you play on, you know.
It seems like, you know, I am finished, yeah. Look your ball.
Just give it back to them. You know. They need it more than me. But I'm trailing 4-0. And I'm just, every opportunity I get, I want the ball. You know, here is Anthony Wells again.
I want to get the ball back in the back of the net.
Yep.
To get the score in a respectable scoreline.
Wells hits this one up. The goalkeeper is almost beaten. And it is. Well. In the 63rd minute of play, Holy Cross gets a lifeline. A gift from goalkeeper Diaz.
Each goalkeeper has given them the opponents a gift.
Yep.
Simple cross. Simple ball. Just lumped into the area. And goalkeeper had made a meal of it.
He started to attack the ball and then he had to backpedal a little bit. And he just kind of, again, he's trying to catch the ball with his fingers. And it just went through his fingers and into the back of the net. It crossed the line, definitely. And here they come again. Now, can they get a cross in? Not a good effort to cross the ball. And those are the chances that you want to take.
You have enough time there to have a good cross here, Ruskin.
So are we in for a comeback here now? You got one at Fatima on Friday.
I would love to see a comeback here, Ruskin.
Here they come now.
Wouldn't you love to see one?
Ball played in. And this man, though, has other ideas. Voto is trying to squeeze his way through. And he's a big man. So anytime he can't go through, you know, there's a roadblock in front of him. And Holy Cross, they need to give the ball back to Arima so that they can play the ball quickly. It's your time that is running here now. And are they going to goal from here? Now, look at who's on the field now. Tyler Ayres is also out on the field, and he wants to have a crack. Let's see what he does. He has a shot, it bounces, and then the goalkeeper saves it this time. He's learned his lesson at least. He got everything behind it this time, so it couldn't pass. Even if it passed through his hands, his body was there.
Ruskin, but I think it was a weak shot anyhow.
Yep.
I don't think that should have troubled the keeper, but we have seen blunders today.
On the move again, here they come. Where the cross be? Here's a shot, and he just hooked it wide of the marker. So there, everybody who's come on has come on with the idea of scoring goals.
Yes, everyone's trying to score a goal here, Ruskin.
Yep.
Once it gets in them on the scoring sheet.
They're not mucking around, as they say. They just want to bury it in the back of the net. Here's another weak clearance. This is not the ideal thing. Foto trying to tee up his man, an opportunity for Durity. He now sheds it, but there's nobody home. He was trying to get Ayres going. Here's Ayres again. Can he get a shot off? He wants to drill it. Has a crack off the bar, and out it goes. I didn't think he kicked it hard. He tried to chip the goalkeeper.
I think he tried to chip the goalkeeper as
but
well.
if you're doing that, to chip the keeper from that
angle,
angle, you have to aim for the last post. Yep. So by the time it dies, it dips under the bar, the far post. Still, they're kicking the ball out, and it's only blue shirts. And here they come again. More problems here. This time he's brought down, and the referee says play on. And but you could see there was contact. However, the referee said he had lost the ball, and no penalty.
That's a good kick, yeah. Bad control.
And it's
Arima North's move again. Try to build it from the back.
But it's just the lack of initiative in midfield, where they can, you know what you want to do, and just do it. You know you're supposed to get the ball out to the flanks of the field. Play it out to the flanks of the field. Don't wait.
Yes, Ruskin, you are correct. They are trying to hold on the ball too much, this Holy Cross team.
Still, they keep coming in waves here, and Arima North trying desperately to get in there. Noriega was almost cleared away there. That could also have been a penalty. As well, because that again was contact as he was wiped away. There's a goal scorer, Wells, but his pass is intercepted, and Arima comes calling again. This time Durity can't get to it. It's taken away. A lovely back heel there, and now that is more like it. That is to lead the attacker into the area you want him to go. And the goalkeeper is the bespectacled goalkeeper. We call him the Clive Lloyd of goalkeepers.
It's a lovely ball here.
Yep. Again, look at the areas they put in the ball. They're putting the ball in the areas where the defenders have to come out of their comfort zone to try to get to the ball. And Ayres this time can't control it. Yep. You know, and all of those, it might look easier, but those are just some of the basics that you want to implement in a player. Get the ball where you're forcing the stoppers to have to come out of the middle of the field to try to put in a tackle or win the ball, you know. And this is a much better kick, but once again, it's won back by a blue shirt.
Blue shirt is in.
Yep. And you don't want to dribble out of the back. It's like they just don't seem to understand that principle of, instead of trying to dribble, pass the ball. You know, a pass back to the goalkeeper is still a pass.
Ruskin, well, I have to see this. I think there are no option up front. So they are trying to keep the ball and trying to beat out. And that's where they are getting themselves in trouble.
Well, the thing is...
And which you're not supposed to be doing. At least put the ball in a danger spot behind the defense. Let your strikers run onto them and keep the pressure there, Ruskin.
Well, it sounds simple, but they just seem not prepared, I should say, to apply those principles, because it just seems a little foreign to them at the moment.
I sure Coach Sugars will be.
Now they have some
trying to
business here. They
implement
might
that.
be in business here. Wells again is
This
going
is-
forward. He's brought down. There's
That's
a
a
clip.
foul.
There was a clip just as he released the ball. He got his leg. I don't know if it was deliberate, but he got his legs clipped clearly,
Yes.
and he fell over.
This is when they look dangerous, Ruskin. Every time they run at Arima North from the flanks as well.
Yep, and
They
look
look
at where you're doing
dangerous.
it in the offensive third,
the offensive
in your
third.
attacking third. And so
And they need to try to do this more often. Get some pressure onto the defense if they want to get back into this game. With 21 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go. Ruskin?
Yep. So they definitely need and the thing is they're seeing what works. It's not like they're not seeing it. They're seeing what is working. It's whether they have the resolve to
The willingness to do it.
do it on a
regular
regular
basis.
basis.
Ruskin, I have to say, sometimes this could be a matter of fitness as well in Ruskin.
It is. It is. It definitely is. But the problem is when you're using up what energy you have, dribbling the ball. If you're smart, you would release the ball and not use that energy playing. Because when you play up with the ball, that takes a lot of energy out of you. So the best thing is to do is to release the ball quickly and try to position yourself where you could get it back.
Put the ball into the position and move. Will he try to do the same thing again, Ruskin, and see if he can get pulled one mark?
Maybe
And
they
start
can,
to come
yeah.
back.
But he's going with his left foot now. He thought about the left foot, and now he decides, no, I'm going to do it with the right foot. And let's see what happens here. So Wells is lining up another one here. Anthony Wells. He scored. Can he trick the goalkeeper again? This time low and hard. He's still going with it, and not able to get the cross in though.
Crowded here by 3 defenders.
Yep, and he might have just won a corner.
No, a goal kick.
The referee says goal kick, so all of that running some more clock, time off the clock. And now they're just trying to make sure Zachary Joseph and company, I'm sure, would like to just finish this up. Crookshank. Again, he's trying to go across the field with that pass, and it doesn't get to the target. It's so difficult to do that because the ball has to do 2 things. It has to travel a longer distance, and if it touches down at all, it's likely to stop. And now they're sending bodies forward quickly, and still going, but crowded out here by the defense. Now the break is on, and nobody wants to run after it. Somebody has to chase after the ball and try to get to the business end of it.
Ruskin, they are not compacting the game as much as they should. So when the ball is played over the top, the defense and the midfield is still lagging. So Arima North just plays out comfortable.
Here they come again. This is goal scorer Jones. Durity. They have possession again. Goodrich now in the middle of the park. In fact, losing out there on that occasion, but still able to fight back for it and win it back. And Durity again, he plays a lovely ball over on that far side. This could be interesting here. The ball is headed. It took a deflection off the defender, and it just trickled wide of the mark. It's going to be a corner kick.
No. Oh, yes, should be.
It should be a corner kick because the deflection took it away from the markers, but it seems as if they've gotten away with it. It's going to be it's a water break. I think that's what it is. And you could just see the players indicating that they're dead tired. Javon Julian, who has just come on, is looking like a spent force.
Ruskin, there was a water break at first half?
I didn't see one in the first half.
But second halfway is cooler. There's a water break.
And but the thing is, I suppose because the field is so heavy,
Heavy.
to it that the players are just. And look at him. He just came on as a sub, you know.
But Ruskin, the rule says heat, never says heavy mud.
It's a heat break.
It's a heat break.
And
So this is the problem here, Ruskin.
it's a fitness problem. That's what it
Fitness
is.
problem.
Now, I don't know if the referee forgot to do it in the first half, so maybe he's just doing what he would probably normally do. But clearly, it didn't happen in the first half.
And there's a change here, Ruskin, number 9 off, number 5 on.
So another substitution. And so that's the sub being subbed. You've seen that once or twice in the past.
I see he was calling for the change,
Yeah.
Ruskin. It seems like he was hurting.
So Parks is on.
Oh, yes, Ruskin, well, there. It is a corner.
Yeah, because I saw the deflection from the head of the defender. Now the ball is being played short. They're going to try again. Here's a lovely ball floated over. Standing at the back post there, Mota trying to chip his man. And they're able to get it back. And here they go again. Wells doing his bit. No help at all. Nobody to support him there. He really needs the support of his teammates. Just like how you're seeing the support coming. That's a brilliant ball. Ayres plays it over on the far side now to pick it up quickly in position. Goodridge trying to turn his man.
Great defending there.
Loses out. Yep.
And he tried to beat Sauna.
And what are they doing wrong here? They're trying to dribble out of defense. And that is real Durity with the cross. But the goalkeeper again claims it this time. Taking it a little bit low, but he was able to get it despite the presence there.
Ruskin, I think it's offside.
Of Ayres. Oh, it's offside because he was a little bit off, a little bit ahead of the defender. And look at how many of the players are bending over. It's really a fatigue factor now.
Throw it.
Should be a throw-in, and I don't think Wells is too happy.
Ruskin, is this because of the 2-year break?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much football the players from Holy Cross have been doing in recent weeks, but look at everybody. They have their hands on their hips. They have their heads down. Guys are just tired. They're just fatigued at the moment. And as a result, the decision-making is reflected. It's being manifested through that. They're not at 100%. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, the fitness level here is not at a great level.
Enough level, yeah. You're gonna do things in a particular way, and it may not always work for you. Here they come now. They're trying to free up Ayres, but again, Portillo does well, and he comes and he claims it, and he wipes away the mud from his eyes.
But he is like he's playing mud mass here.
It's a tough day for him. Good header down, and just trying to control the middle of the park here, just to keep the ball rolling. Torres, and they again trying to tee up Jacob Mota, but nothing doing there. Ramdayal Singh standing tall at the back there.
Playing smart football there. Mm-hmm. He knows he can do anything. Put it in touch.
Now another race, and trying to get his body in position there, Bartholomew, but not able to win that battle, win that foot race.
And that's a smart play there, Ruskin. Over the top and race. Let's battle there.
Yep.
Put the defenders to turn and put them in a particular, put them in a funny position that they do not want to be in.
Attackers and defenders going in the same direction.
Exactly.
That might have been a foul through there as well. You just look at the release. His hands they're just flicking the ball.
But the difference here, Ruskin, is Arima North strikers are willing runners.
Yep.
Willing to run.
Here's a ball played forward, and it just dies in the mud after pitching. It's almost like a wedge shot in golf. It has more backspin than anything else.
That's a
Here
great
again, they're
clearance,
reaching
yeah.
it full and getting it up. And this is it. Keep the ball in this part of the field. When you have time to control it and take it down, you take it down and you play with it. But other than that, you're not messing around at the back at all. The man who has just come on, trying to get into the groove quickly, Zachary Joseph. Now getting problems here. This is good. Goodrich, can he get around it? He's waiting and waiting and trying to go across there, but he runs into his opposite number, not for the first time, and loses out. The LD is a very sturdy defender.
LD has been doing pretty okay here in the defense for Holy Cross.
So
Seems
18
like
minutes gone. So we have another 10. So I think Durity is, or rather the captain, yes, Durity is getting a breather. He is going to come off. He's done his job today. And so he's going to get a little 10 minutes off. So let somebody else get a run out.
That 10 minutes Ruskin rest.
Yep, 10 minutes rest.
It's very valuable.
And not only that too, he's leaving the field healthy, and I think all of that too, coaches kind of holding their breath when they play these games. This one is drilled across, it runs in free, the second attempt comes, and straight at the goalkeeper again. Portillo well positioned and does well.
But that was a weak shot there as well, Ruskin. I think he has no power behind it.
It was the second attempt, the first one missed. And this is good football now, playing it down the flanks of the field. Otway trying to get in there, he gets it back inside. The return pass comes. This is where they needed to be all afternoon long, giving problems, stretching the defenders, because you see now one of the stoppers must come out to deal with that cross ball. But I think the ball had gone over the line before. But it's kind of like what needs to be done under these conditions.
And now they are doing it when it is a bit too late.
With 10 minutes left in the game. I think you're just upset because you didn't get your 4-4 tie. You didn't get that big comeback that you're looking for.
I'm not upset, Ruskin. I'm just looking
Like
for excited game.
Again, look at the running that the midfielders are doing for Arima North. They're moving from side to side. They're moving back and forth. They just want the ball. They're a little more hungry. They want the ball more. Goodrich again gets it forward. They pick it up here now is Crookshank. Trying to get it up there to Ayers, but he loses the handle on it now. Quickly parks, and Arima North filing forward again. Goodrich going for the return ball. It just was played behind him.
Nice.
But Parks does well. Still going. Parks not afraid to cross the ball, and this time it's played up in the air, and nobody to really get to it there. Donnell Thomas, the man on the field.
Ruskin, having a lovely game on Friday, take me to that height. You can't just bring me back down, Ruskin. It has to be.
But this is the come down game, so that you don't stay at that height and you expect every game to be like that now, So that's when it's thrown in. Again, Ayers, can he get a shot off? He looks like he's quite capable. Still going for it, but look at who's back there. But he has no help. He has to go alone. Wells. He's running, still running, still running. Can he get the cross in? Has a shot at goal. Just misses the far post. Well.
He still has a lot of running in him.
Yep.
He has to be doing it on his own most of the day, Ruskin.
Yep, and the other person who could help him is off the field now, because Joseph, the number 19, who was on the opposite side, he has been substituted. So they don't really have another runner or another person who could keep up with him.
Yes, Ruskin.
On the other side.
That's the problem there.
Trying to control it, loses the handle on it. Plays the ball, plays nice in Joseph. Wells again, they're now starting to feed him a little bit more. And this is really what they needed to be doing all evening long. Here is Mata. Slips the ball forward, players falling down all over the place. And but they're still leading by that 4-1 advantage. Here's a ball played in there, still trying to get up there, and just skipping out of the way is Goodrich. But once again, Portillo anticipates well.
Portillo has a nice game. Besides that, well, he has, I have to say, 2 mistakes, Ruskin.
Yep.
But all in all, I will give him a pass there, Ruskin.
Well, he's done well. He's accredited himself well under very, very trying circumstances. Another quick 1-2, trying to get out there, but look at who's out there. Yeldy fighting for all it's worth and trying his best there to keep his team moving forward. And he and Malchan, not afraid to put in the tackles. Malchan was on that occasion doing double duty there. Cookshank.
No, look at this throw, Ruskin.
And it's just a recurring theme here. I don't know how they get away with it most times. So
Is that
time running out here
the
on
new style of throwing?
And even the throws, the good ones, are not hitting the targets. And when you try to run with the ball in these conditions, it creates a problem.
Ruskin, after this game here today, Ruskin, they will be tired bodies here. Today is Sunday. I don't know how they will make it to school tomorrow.
Yeah, they're very tired indeed. This is going to be a tough ask. Here he goes again. Wells on the other side now, still fighting for it, fighting for all it's worth. And
it will be an early night, Ruskin.
Yep. This man has put in an amazing shift here and still wants the ball. It's going to be a throw-in. If I was him, I would let somebody else do the throw-in and I would try to be on the field to receive the throw. Oh, now they said it's a kick, so I think he has his wish. I don't know if he could go home from this distance, but he might as well because there's nobody else.
A bit stretch.
Yeah. Nobody else doing anything for him. He's going again, going deep with this. A man is looking at the back post, and the ball, ironically, was headed back into the area. Luckily for Arima North, it's a blue shirt who was there first. Here they come again, Arima North. Lovely ball played into the part. Goodrich is on the move. He might be out of options, though, because running behind, coming back and doing well there was Valentine to help out.
Yes, this time there was coverage there. Just look at coach, hands on his cheeks. Must be trying to see what did I do wrong here today. So
they have just a couple minutes to see out here, and but the ball changing hands quickly, and they just seem like they don't want to get the ball out of the danger zone, and they're running with it.
Trying to play this ball. Small passes coming out here.
Yep. You said Joseph involved in that?
In this heavy outfield.
Another opportunity to get the ball down the flanks of the field. This is where he needs to put on the burners now and really try to get past, get the better of his markers.
Asking, and when you look at it, there are 3 Arima North around 1 Holy Cross. So they are always clustering together.
And unfortunately, that ball just missed Wells. He was trying to get the handle on it, but he didn't get any touch whatsoever. But the ball is still playing around there. They're battling for it. Burnett Mattis involved. And bodies flying all over the place. Can they get the ball up now? And you're just giving the ball back when you're
trying to do a bit too much.
Try to do it on your own. And there's the difference. The ball played around nicely. Joseph has it back to goalkeeper Diaz. And they're building it out of the back now. Ramdi Alsing getting it forward. And still trying his best here to slip his man. But they still have possession. And now they're trying to get it in behind the backs of the Goodrich does well, turning, twisting, was losing his balance, but did very well in the end. Here's Ayres. He's trying a shot from distance, but he's taken too long. Not for the first time. Again, another shot going towards goal. They've just fired from anywhere now. Here's Ayres again. He's trying to chip this one forward. Mata is there, just outside. He couldn't get it on target. It was a lovely chip ball. You could see him running under the ball to get to it. And it just, when it came down, he just couldn't get. He might have been offside though. I'm not sure if it would have stood.
But he could have taken a touch as well, Ruskin. He rushed it.
But it was a brilliant ball.
Yes.
And you could see him running under, almost like a wide receiver running under a pass. Here's another shot, but the ball just not working for Ayres since he's come on. But he may get a chance here. This could be an easy goal.
Number 5.
And as easy as taking candy from a baby. And he just rolls it in there. That's Aaron Bartholomew. He adds his name in the 90th minute of play. It is now 5-0. And Aaron Bartholomew adds his name.
Great piece of skill there, Ruskin, and just slipping it just inside the box. And easy.
Where are the defenders? Nobody there to mark him. He's just standing there all by his lonesome. And now Portillo is in some problems.
Portillo is catching cramps. Imagine your goalkeeper is catching cramps. That to show how many work he has been doing, Ruskin.
He's looking like he has a groin problem as well. And so that is part of it. Yeah, he has a groin problem. That is really what it is there. And part of it too is conceding 5 goals.
And that's it, Ruskin.
Yeah, that is the end of the referee again being consistent. He didn't play too much added on time in the first half, and neither in the second half. So 5-1, the final score here. I would have to say a thorough professional job done by Arima North Secondary.
Yes, Ruskin. There has been a professional job here done by Arima North. They played smart, and they played to, I believe, their coach plan here. And kudos to Arima North. And I think Holy Cross just do their homework and come again.
But the thing is, I don't think these conditions suited them, the style of play that they want to play, and they were not able to adjust. And even the few times when they changed it, they looked so much more threatening. But by that time, it was too late, and it was so inconsistent that they certainly played it right into the hands of Arima. So for the second time, Arima North Secondary will represent the East Zone in the Big 5 competition, which is qualifiers for promotion to the Premier Division next year. We certainly want to wish them all the best. So they will have to come up against the likes of St. Mary's from the north, Siparia West from the south. From Tobago, we still have to determine.
No, Bishop
the Bishop's High School from Tobago. And then we also have from the Central Zone, the Life Ministry is the team that qualified, and they lost to St. Mary's in their first game of the Big 5 competition. So Miracle Ministries. So we wish them all the best, but I'm sure the competition will heat up. I think, though, they will wait until these teams are eliminated from the intercol. But if one team goes on, they will delay it for as long as possible. So that's the situation here, guys. It's 5-1, the final score in this encounter. Congratulations to Arima North Secondary over Holy Cross. So they've won the derby. So on behalf of Sid Gray and the entire team here at the Arima North Secondary School, as we leave you, for the last time, we could tell you that Arima North are celebrating a comprehensive 5-1 victory over Holy Cross.
And goodbye. See you next time.